The war economy is a very long and difficult mission if you're trying to accomplish all of the objectives. However, it's going to be fairly simple, although not necessarily quick, to do the simple way, which is to basically get one of the targets out. Technically, you don't need to get the second target out, but I'm going to go ahead and extract both. You can do this very easily with no traces and some patience if you can Fulton, because you'll need a wormhole Fulton, but you can do it. But we're not going to do that here. We're going to have to actually land extract them. That's why I'm bringing a Jeep instead of D-Horse. I need to take 2 people out, so I might as well. Now, technically, again, like I said, you only need to bring 1 person out, so I didn't even have to do that. I'm also starting on the ground because for whatever reason, something's up with Infinite Heaven, and it won't let me actually start anywhere within the mission boundaries, so I had to start on land for some reason. I think it's related to ground LZs, but I couldn't fix it, so just gonna do it this way. That's fine. It's actually a pretty good place to start from anyway, so we'll just start on land, just skip all that part, and drive over to the area near the first hangar. Now, if you want to do this mission super fast and you don't care about kills, you can actually snipe the target from pretty much where you started the mission and then get out of the hot zone. It's very easy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some of these walker gears. You'll notice that I'm actually marking through walls. It's a technique that I didn't know about, but I saw watching some people do FOB runs. If you're using Nocticyanin, you can actually mark people through walls as long as you can see them. It's a little fiddly though. It seems to not work very well, especially if there are multiple objects or multiple walls, but it can work, and it's really neat how you can kind of put a marker on somebody and it'll auto-mark them. So I use that to mark these walker gears without needing to get close to them. Why I'm doing this is I need to get rid of the 2 guys over here who use walker gears to patrol around this hangar, because I just don't want to mess with them. I'm not going to extract them or anything. I'm just going to dump one in the toilet and hold the other one up in the guard tower. Their patterns are a little random, it seems like. Sometimes one of the guys on the walker gears will actually wander off all the way to the resource containers on the other side of the tarmac. I don't know why that is, but in this case he's going to turn around and go back around the other side, which is where I need him to go anyway, so that should be good. I have lots of time. The helicopter has to land, the arms dealer has to get out, go into the main concourse there of the airport, and he has a long conversation with the target, who's that guy who I can't mark. I'm trying to mark him through the wall, but I think there's too many objects in the way. He'll talk to that target, and then they'll go on an inspection tour of the airport. And this hangar that I'm at right now, that's the first place where they will actually go. So that's why I'm going to wait for them here. And there's a truck in the hangar. If you're going for no traces, just wait until they both climb into the truck to drive to the other hangar. Fulton out the truck, both targets extracted, no problem. And you don't have to worry about the walker gears, because once you're actually in the truck, in the bed of the truck, that area, you won't have to be concerned about it. Now, this guy wasn't cooperating the way I expected to. However, it ended up kind of working out in my favor by accident, because he came really close, and I got up to kind of trank him, and surprisingly I was close enough to hold him up, and so he got held up instead, which that's fine.
There's a chopper landing. It must be
knock him out though.
Keep your eyes on it.
So I don't want him held up here on the off chance that they see him. Although if I told him to lie down, they probably wouldn't have seen him, but I don't want to take any chances here, because it is a very long wait. See, the helicopter's only just now landing, and the arms dealer should... Yeah, there he is. He appears and jumps out. So there's some time before he will actually talk to the target, which gives us time to clear out these walker gears. They don't care about the unattended walker gears, because I guess nobody cares about unattended vehicles at all. So they won't notice that there were supposed to be guys using the walker gears, because I guess they don't. That's just something NPCs don't do. I briefly considered, I think, putting him in the truck, but I don't really need him. Not planning to extract him, so just need to watch out for that one guy who's patrolling the perimeter in a Jeep, just to make sure he doesn't see me. That's part of the reason why I decided to bring him up here. Because once he's held up in this guard tower, no one comes out here. And so no one will bother me.
The map has been updated.
The fatigues I'm using here, I believe it's dark rubber. It's one of the single color fatigues that you get from FOB events. All of the single color fatigues, no matter what they look like, are effective on metal and concrete. So although this one happens to look like metal and concrete, like it would blend in, even the bright yellow one will blend in with metal and concrete. That's just how the camo system works. Okay, so I'm just going to hide behind this box and wait a very long time for them to finish their conversation and come out here. So that's all we're doing for a minute or so. Sped up significantly, of course. I think we're at 4 times speed here, and it's still like 30 seconds long. It takes a while for them to start moving. The good news is neither one of them wears a helmet, so don't have to worry about any of the problems with headshots. The target does wear heavy armor, but he's not wearing a helmet, which trivializes that a lot. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to crawl over until I have a clear line of sight to these guys. Just drop them quickly. Should be good here. The sniper should never be looking over this way. But just to be on the safe side, I am watching out for the helicopter, because the helicopter could potentially see you. The way it's positioned now, it shouldn't, but if it were just like 10 seconds before, it might have. So I'm gonna dump him off, go grab the actual target. Take him out to the Jeep as well. I'm running now because I know that the helicopter's nowhere nearby, and I want to get out of here before it turns around and comes the other way. So we just need to drive just kind of over there. There's a kind of a turn-off where you can get into the upper area here. And that's where you want to go. Just come through the farmland and drive until you reach the end of this trail, and sooner or later, the mission will complete.
Extraction arrived.
You gotta extract him. Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.